What's going on, people? Welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United 5, RB Leipzig 0. This is the group of death, or should I say the group of life? Like, this is just the group of resurgence. And a great result tonight, man. Like, guys, big smiles on the faces. Everyone's happy online. KG, you missed the last show. You wasn't here during the week, man. So how you feeling, bro? 5-0.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I just listen. I told you. Listen, Flex. Remember what I said? You know, you said, KG, are we gonna win? I said, Flex, don't ask me stupid questions. Of course we're gonna win, bro. No, I am gassed. Listen, gassed overload. I told you. You see, Rashford, yeah. Rashford's been helping the needy. He said, Martial, you ain't got no food. You ain't got to go. Hold this, bruv. No. Stop. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. I'll come back.
Xander, like, listen, Ollie, really, he came with tactics. He came with a system.
He's got no tactics, apparently.
He picked a team that was very attacking as well. You know, that is how we finished the game against PSG with a diamond, and we said it worked. With all Nagelsmann's hype, listen, I'm not trying to make it Ollie and Ollie out. It's not about that, but you have to give props to what he put out there and how the team performed, really. 5-0.
There's too much to say, man. He's just thinking, these people are so cringe. They're so cringy. They're such cringy people, man. Like, back your manager. He's always been building something. This is what you get if you back him, right? Everyone's, when's he going to bring Donny van der Beek in? 6 games in, losing their heads. He brings him in today. I don't actually think he played the best, but he got the right formation. Mate, we slapped him up 5-0, man. The PSG finalists of the Champions League last week, yeah? Semi-finalists this week. We do it. It's easy to us. It's just what Ollie does. And this is the thing, yeah? People always like, I saw some people saying that the PSG result was a bit fluky and, when Solskjær's in trouble, when his job's in trouble, he'll always pull something out the bag last minute in a lucky result. Mate, it ain't luck. It's not luck if he does it consistently or just on a consistent basis. He always does it. This is Ollie's bread and butter, man. So, mate, absolutely lovely. And me and my mate were talking about it as well. Upamecano was at fault for pretty much everything that they did. So that's a discussion for another day. But, mate, absolutely fantastic. Marcus Rashford. I was going to say the same thing. You nicked my joke, KG. You nicked my joke about the Martial penalty. But
KG nicking jokes. Look at that, a comedian.
No, mate. Rashford looked so mint, didn't he? Rashford looked absolutely on fire. He changed the game. And also, do you know who looked really good as well? Bruno, man. You can see the difference. I thought Van der Beek did well, but Bruno comes into the game. And I didn't stop to hear the commentator saying his name, man. He was always involved. Like, left, right, and centre, putting people in. That Rashford goal where he put him in on the halfway line, mate. That's Bruno's goal for me, because what a ball that is. Anyway, I'm not even making sense. I'm too gassed.
You are making sense. You are making sense. Bill Ingham says, KG, are you ready for our treble parades? Like, geez, that is crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fans back, bro. The fans need to start believing.
Big time, mate.
Anything. Wait, hold on. Who's echoing right now? Is that me?
I can't hear any echo. No.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm gassed. Listen.
Go on. Sophie, what was your thoughts?
I was not expecting that. I think Ollie got it spot on today. You mentioned Van der Beek. I thought he did all right, to be fair. I think he looked a really tidy player. I'm just not convinced he's a number 10. That's the only thing I'll say about him. I don't think he's an out-and-out 10. You mentioned Bruno coming on. I think it just shows now the difference is we've got a bench. We've actually got players we can bring on to change the game, which is something that we've lacked for a long time. And I think, we were superb today.
Like, today, I looked at the subs, right, for the first time. Like, although, like, I liked that he went, you know what, Rashford, just have a rest. Just chill out for a bit. You know what, Bruno, just chill out. We're good. I look at Van der Beek and, all right, cool. Maybe he might not be what Bruno is in that position, but I think he's a hell of an intelligent player. But I trusted that we were still going to be okay. And then you look at the bench, like Greenwood not being out that long or not being playing well for that long, takes his goal really well. Pogba playing himself into form, growing in confidence. And then you're like, whoa, we can bring Rashford on here.
How can Solskjær keep going into these big games with no tactic? I don't know how he does it and keeps winning. I don't know how he does it. KG, I don't know how he does it, man. He keeps going into these games. All he says is, this is what people say. All he says to the players is, go out there and enjoy yourself. That's all he does. So he's pretty good at doing that if that's all he does, isn't he? Because it keeps bloody happening, right? Back your manager, man. Come on, United. Arms too gassed.
Bro, listen, Xander, we're not doing that today, bro. I'm just gonna drop a bomb for you for no reason, bro. Listen, here we go. Let's talk about Oli, yeah, because it's very important. This Pogba talk, it was there. It was the talk of the town. Pogba's not this, Pogba's not that. All the things that they had to say. Now, what Oli did, yeah, Oli had to re-energize certain players. Oli dropped Pogba. Oli dropped and put in Fred and McTominay. Yeah, that was.
How good was Fred, by the way? We'll talk about that.
Gonna get
Ball
into
with a Baccarat.
Yeah, we'll get to that bit. We'll get to that bit.
You gotta give me time with this one. Yeah, Oli said, "Boom, I got these two players, yeah, and they're not as good as the rest, but they're playing." Now, what did that do? It put the battery in players' backs. Pogba, do you see him running all over the pitch today, covering every blade of grass, saying to himself, "McTominay can't play again, bruv." It was mad. So anyway, you got him. Then you got he's been winding up Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek's like, "Oh, when is my chance? When is my chance?" And you know, you wind something up for too long, it's got to run, fam. Donny van der Beek started moving, and Bruno was on the bench sitting there like, "I'm Bruno Fernandes. How dare he put me on the bench?" He's as well. Oh my God. Nah, come back to me. I'm too excited.
I mean, let's talk about Fred. Like, open the conversation. How good was he?
It was quality. It was quality. I think, to be fair, in the first half, like his tenacity in the middle, like we were so organised. And the only criticism I was saying, it's not just Fred, this is just as a team. I thought we were a bit erratic and we gave the ball away. It's coming straight back at us. But in terms of covering the ground in the middle, his tenacity in there, winning the ball back, like it was quality Fred. And it shows what a run of games can do. He did it last time we gave him run of games last season. He showed his ability, Fred, in the middle. And I think he was unlucky to be dropped, to be fair, from that. But he's getting run of games again and he's proving his worth.
Bill Iringham says, "Flex, no more doubting. KG's positive vibes is getting to the team. United fans need to start believing." Xander, actually, look, KG said this on many a times before, to be fair. He has had his fair share of Fred slander. He's had his fair share of not rating him. Yep. I don't know, I'm not saying you've had your fair share of Fred slander, but it's kind of sometimes you're not really sure. But like you said, when he plays confidently, yes, his passing might be leave a little bit to be desired for, but for his actual job, which is to go and, like you say, a breaker-upper the other day, like it's your word, and that's literally what he done all game today.
I have to correct you. I think it's ball winner Baccarat. That's, I think, what it was.
Ball winner Baccarat.
Mate, he's a ball winner Baccarat. He's the best at it. He's so mint at it. And, you know, Oli doesn't get the best out of players. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. But, mate, Fred, he looks class. As I said to you, mate, you can't just have Paul Pogba's in the midfield. Like, Paul Pogba's great when it's just Paul Pogba, but you've got to have Fred. You've got to have your Matic's in the midfield. I said it. I've been saying it for a little while. Fred creates balance. Fred, that holding midfielder, and your Pogba or your Bruno or someone like that creates balance. He did it today. He was meant. I still think, as you said, when he got the ball, me and my mate were saying actually, like, you know, you got some players, yeah, like Wan-Bissaka or something like that. When they get on the ball, it's like this, isn't it? It's all a bit that. It's like that. But then when Fred got on the ball, it actually looks like he can play until it leaves his foot, and then you think, no, until he leaves his foot, and then you think, wait, buddy, how's that going? Like you don't. It's all a bit wayward with him, but to win the ball back, keep it ticking, he's minted it, and I just want to persist with him.
Oh, man, listen. Wait. Fred, yeah.
Minty.
Again, I'm the president of
KG was saying sell him in the summer, you know.
I'm the president of this.
Can we just rewind? Mr. Believe down here in the bottom corner.
Yeah,
before the season started, I remember the show. You was like, but listen, what's he good at? Is he going to take this person's place? No. Is he going to take this person's place? No. So cash in and sell him. That's what you said.
I did. I went mad. Listen, Flex, I apologize, bro. I'm the president of the Apology Club, fam. We're taking in more people because we've gone crazy. Fred is he is the mainstay of this team. The guy, literally, he's everywhere. The team is just, it's so exciting watching what we turned into. And then let's talk about Aaron Wan-Bissaka for a minute. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a lot of people were cussing him, saying this, that, and the other. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's found himself again. The guy looks phenomenal, bro. You can't get around him. People don't want to go down that side. They venture down that side and they're like, what's the point? He's going to tackle us. Literally. Then after on the left, let's start to give Luke Shaw some respect. Because Luke Shaw, that guy, as soon as Tellez came, as soon as he said, bring Tellez in, he was like, no. Enough's enough. Yeah, I'm taking it to the next level. The back four, because everyone's had stuff to critique, and this when we critique, we must praise. I'm one of that believe in that. So we've been cussing the coaching staff for a minute, saying what are they doing, this, that, and the other. Well, the coaching staff are keeping clean sheets now. We went to PSG, the only one that scored against. They didn't score against us. We did it to ourselves. We played Leipzig City 5-0. Oh my god!
Sure though. You mentioned Luke Shaw. Like, it's like you're seeing Tellez. It's like Ollie's drilling into him like he wants the same thing. How many times did you see Luke Shaw getting the ball and whipping it in today? And his deliveries were good as well. Like, he's been so hesitant for so long, but it's almost like the coach is saying, be more like Tellez. We want to see that whipping the ball in, and it's doing
This is all management. This is all management and coaching. But apparently they don't do any of it. I can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't make sense to me because either they do or they don't, right? So if they don't, well, then I don't know what today is, yeah? And then if they do, then you're right. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, Sandra, we're not going to talk about those. Listen,
sorry, it stresses me out too much, KG, man.
We're not talking about Ollie Outers right now. It's not their time today. They have to.
Look, every time, look, I have to clear this up. Yeah, look, every time we win, I hate this. Every time we win, it shouldn't be about the manager, how like people saying that. And every time we lose, it shouldn't be about. It just should just be we lost the game. We won the game. Like,
because you get so much stick for it, and because all you're trying to do is support your team and support your manager, and for some reason that's not the trendy thought. So then when you get stick for it, and when it actually comes to fruition, you're like, you know that. Do you know what I mean?
Sean Collins says all I will say is boom, off topic. Has Tellez got COVID? It's going. It's doing the rounds online. I'm not sure about that one. I haven't heard anything official.
Hold on.
That.
Yeah, he's got COVID. He's got COVID.
Has he got COVID? Did Ollie say it?
Yeah, Ollie said it.
Oh right, okay.
Flex, 1 second. I'm just gonna read something from the free seats right now. Liam Burt, Fred, fireman putting out fires. He's crazy. These guys are doing it. What? Listen, man, them are getting crazy, bro. This team here, yeah, can do anything. I hope you lot are starting to believe, because we have players on the bench now. I look at the bench and I was smiling for the first time. Look at the bench and I see Pereira and immediate depression kicks in. I'll see players like
Lingard.
Disrespect to Lingard, but depression kicks in, bro. Now I'm looking at the bench. Cavani waiting in the wings. Did you see his goal today?
That was. You know what? He was offside, but it was a great finish.
They should let us have it. Then you got, it's not. Then you got who else? Who else is on the bench? You had Rashford and Bruno on the bench. Can you imagine? So you're saying to yourself, wait, we can bring them on. Like the excitement in my face, and again. What did I say about Rashford? Can we talk about that soon? Because I told people that Rashford is the man. I compared him. I said, obviously, he's not Ronaldo, but there's that thing about him that you say, you know what? You can do something. You can change this game just like that. And this guy is only, what is he, 22?
Yeah.
22. He's nowhere near his prime. But Upamecano, he was looking quality. But as soon as Rashford came on, he said, sit down. Oh, my God.
But the disrespect on Marcus Rashford's name as well has been just huge at times. Now, I'm not, you look at certain interviews and fan cams and that, and they've been calling him, saying he's a championship player and this and that. It's disrespectful. That's why it frustrates me, because you're actually, like, when people are calling for Ole Gunnar Solskjær to be sacked, you're calling for a man to lose his job. Over what? Over you being reactionary. And it's the same with Rashford. Stick with him. He's so young, man. He has a couple bad games. You've got to stick with him. He can do things like, I said it, I think it was yesterday. He's got the potential to be world class. He really is that good. Stick with him, man, because he's an absolute dynamite on and off the pitch.
I'm not going to argue with that, because to be fair, I'm not going to argue with that. But do you know what? I think, look, everyone is entitled to their opinion, 100%. But I just feel like what this place that we're in right now in the fan base, it's like after we got battered 6-1, it was awful. It was awful. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was sitting there through the international break thinking, these games are really crucial. Like I don't want to be talking about the manager's head and that, but he has to get something out of these. And he's got a reaction, but it's like it always feels like we're one game away from opening up a big conversation of this is why Ollie shouldn't be here, or we're one game away from this is why he's amazing. Like I just want us to just flatline and be like, if we lose, this was a bad day at the office. This didn't do this, and if we win, this was brilliant because the players did this and players did that.
I think that's because the Ollie in, let's support the team we already support and the manager, that should be the default. I feel we're always one game away because you've got people losing their heads when we're one game away. I'm only losing my head when we're one game because I'm like, look, not just one game, look at what I've been saying, man. Do you know what I mean? Look at what I've been saying. Can we all just support the team and not lose our heads when we lose a game? Do you know what I mean? I think it's easy to say what came first, the chicken or the egg. Do you know what I mean? Is it my fault or it? Do you know what I mean? But I just think let's all back the team, back the manager, and with the support, look what they can do.
Do you know what we do right now? We have to, this is it, and it's on us. Xander, it's on me.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
Because we like, they call us Ollie sexuals. Yeah.
Oh, no, he's fit. He had a little trim today, and I fancy
it. Yeah. They call us Ollie sexuals. And what we need to do, we need to calm down just a little bit. Yeah.
I would me, Ollie.
Hold on, one sec. Leif says Ollie is the type of man to finish 8th in the league with a Champions League trophy. Mr. X says Ollie told Rashi that Nagelsmann is a Tory when he was coming on. I drop a bomb for that one.
Yeah. We have to.
Tories, get out of here. And Ian says, big up to Martial as well to make an unselfish pass to Rashford for his hat-trick. Yeah, 100%. KG, before we carry on the conversation. Yeah. Fabian, sorry, says, big up to the best United community. Rashford was the man today, but mad love to pass to Fred. He was the engineer in that midfield. Carry on, KG.
There you go. So what we need to do now is, as a fan base, if we can, let's just come together. That's all we got to do.
That's what I've been calling for.
It doesn't even matter. Like, literally, like, let's just come together and start to enjoy this because the team is special. We have a very young team. Again, we haven't even spoken about Greenwood. Yeah, I'm going to take it away on the Greenwood thing because it is mad what's happening at our team. All we need to do now, I know the Ollie outs in there, enjoy the ride. It's going to be a wicked one, I'm telling you. But so do your team. Greenwood.
No, there's been so much negativity around him of late. Like, we knew it was going to happen after the England incident, but it's like he had a target on his back. He came in today. Like, to be fair, I thought he was offside for the goal. I'll be honest, I did think he was slightly offside, but I'll take it, of course I will. But when he was in that position, it wasn't in doubt for me that he was going to finish it. And it wasn't an easy finish, but it just shows how good this kid is. Ice cold in front of goal, so clinical. But like I say, he had extra pressure on him today. He was coming into a big game, a lot of negativity around him. And as usual, he stepped up to the plate.
Did you see Greenwood, like, when they were doing the Champions League music? He was just stood there like that. This is what I do, mate. This is a Wednesday night for me. Like, it wasn't other players giving it that. He wasn't doing it. He just stood there, right, get me the goal and I'll go home. Do you know what I mean? He just does, he scores goals.
He was chilled. Another super chat here. This is from Shaikh. Says, Rashford on a hat-trick, gives Martial the penalty, scores a hat-trick later, lowers the Pamecano's price for us and tweets, end child poverty, normal day. Wait, drop a bomb on that right there, KG.
Don't get it.
So true.
No reason one of those, bro.
100%. Like, I think, and that, do you know what? On that, yeah, what Marcus Rashford's done in this game, like, leave the off-field stuff just for a second, because let's talk on-field. This because he was brilliant today. I literally, when that penalty got given, I was like, Bruno better let Rashford take it, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking Bruno's the penalty guy, but I like the fact that within the group, they're all thinking of each other. They all want each other to do well. So for Rashford to do that and give it to Martial, and then literally for Martial to return the favor a couple minutes later is brilliant.
I liked it a lot because I was like, they're all looking out for each other. But I know someone who doesn't like it. My mate was a bit like, well, he wasn't pissed off, like he wasn't like that. But he was like, I want to see Rashford grab the ball, hat-trick in the Champions League, because the goal after isn't a given. Do you know what I mean? That's not. He doesn't know he's going to score that. So but I liked it. I
want to jump in quickly on that. Hold on. Big shout out to Larry B as well. He said Classford. Oh, obviously, that's what we're calling him right now. That's beautiful. Anyway, let's keep the free seats. Let's focus. Rashford, was running through on goal. Martial was there to pass to. He said, no, not today. He tried to dummy a guy. Remember when he went on that?
Oh, yeah.
So it was total selfishness. Do you know what I did? When he missed, I smiled. I said, I like it. These men are saying to themselves, it is my time. I ain't got, I want other players to do well, but I need to get these goals because, again, it's competition for places. And he knew, and a little part of Rashford thought, that was a bit wanky of me in it. Like, so when the penalty came up, he's like, yeah, give it to Martial. Yeah. Literally, because he knew Martial was in perfect position. And it's one of those things, if you score it, you know, well done to me, you got your hat trick. If you miss it, it's like, oh man, you need to reward the person that was definitely going to score. And I like the fact that they're all moving like that. I like the fact that when we do score, all the players are coming in. There's a siege mentality happening. And I hope you lot join the siege, bro, because
mate, I'm on the siege. I've been on the siege.
This Oli guy, yeah, as much as you, let's say, okay, even if you don't like him, one thing that he does, when his back is against the wall, the man is going to fight. He will fight for everything. He's not going to walk away. He's not he will fight for his position. I thought this running was crazy. But what do we do right now? We got Arsenal next and we rested Mandem. Can you imagine resting guy?
That game now, you're looking at it like, you know, we're just so confident going into it. Aditya says, you know what I find mad? Not one article has been written on Foden after the scandal. Mason has taken all of it and is still shining. My star boy. KG, hit the button. Hit the button.
Big club as well, isn't it? Big. Oh, we talked about potentially what it could be as well the other day, Flex. But it's also just the fact that no one gives a shit about City. No one gives a shit about City. Do you know what I mean? So you're at United. There's always going to be eyes on you. So take it as a compliment to an extent. You know, there's
100%. M.A says we played so well. We could have finished 9. I said during the watch along that it was Rashford's game when we were 1-0 up. Leipzig were just too open behind. And you know what? It's a weird one because actually, let me get through some of these super chats for the timeout. One sec, guys. Lebu says, KG, remember when I said they want to give King the number 7 and you said I must get my rubbles back only to give it to Cavani. What you say now, KG?
His rupees, hurrah. Man, them came back.
Sorry to dampen the mood, but in South Africa, my home country, there is so much human trafficking. Human trafficking in South Africa, 100%. That is a super chat coming through. I hear what you're saying there, my friend. And the same in Nigeria with SARS as well. We're definitely always remembering what's going on over there. And Dewsby says the Reverend Pastor Federico Rodriguez de Paul Santos for man of the match. Also, Mason Greenwood scored, and Rashford is like, nah, I'm not going to lose my job. So, yeah, people obviously buzzing in the comments.
Yeah.
Do you know who else did well as well? We've been talking about to move the conversation on slightly, we've been talking about the forward players quite a lot. David De Gea made a couple of good saves, you know. Again, I've been a critic of David De Gea in the past. I'm going to hold my hands up to that. But when he plays well and consistently well, because I think he's been playing quite well this season, I've got to give props to him because today it could have been a different game if some of those go in, and he made some really good saves. So props to David De Gea.
Every single game he's been doing it since, I want to say, the beginning of the season. That Tottenham result was a crazy one.
That wasn't his fault. Yeah.
That wasn't his fault, no.
Yeah. But since Henderson's walked in, he said, nah.
Management.
We're not missing her. That Henderson guy is here for my place. He's not here for nothing else. He's here to take this from me, and I'm keeping him out of this. He's never playing, and I love it. Like even that, there was a save. Canute, I can't remember what this guy's name on the front post.
Header. Yeah.
Lovely reaction save. This David De Gea is starting to look like the De Gea that we all know and love. You know that De Gea, when we say, is probably one of the best in the world, bro. I'm saying it again, bro. Best keeper in the Premier League.
Do you think it shows as well, though? You mentioned Henderson coming in, like what we already said, competition across the board, it pushes players. Bruno coming on, he looks hungrier than he has done for a while. He changed the game, his tempo when he came on. De Gea obviously has got Henderson behind him, Luke Shaw's got Telles behind him. We're getting the best out of these players, and it just shows a bit of investment. The fact that we've got a bench now. Like you've already mentioned, the ability in our squad, I don't think it's ever been questioned. It's more about how we fit the players in the right way, and I thought today's system was perfect.
Rob Riley says, if we get a result now against Arsenal, we come out of this defining run of games unbeaten. What else does Ole need to do for us to start believing?
I've been believing. Me and Kate, we've been believing. Join us, man. Come on. As KG said, we're on the siege, man. Come on.
Chloe Jenkins. Chloe says, I think Ole shot them by playing them at their own game, high pressing. I want to talk about the game management of today, because you know what? We have won 5-0, right? And you know what? When I looked at Leipzig, the chances that started coming, guys, they were capitulating. It was almost like when we was against Tottenham. Like, I know we had 10 men, but they started capitulating. I'm not taking it away from us because we were superb, but that wasn't the whole story of the game. There were parts of that performance here, especially in the first half, where we got the goal, and after the goal, we actually dropped off, I thought, and then we allowed them to come on to us. Or Leipzig are a good team; they got hold of the ball, But could we show a different side to ourselves? Could we show that we're resolute in defending? Could we show we can concentrate? Could we show that we just won't make stupid ass mistakes? And we did all of those things, man.
I think that's where we're seeing progress, though, isn't it? I think under Ollie, like you say, he's been criticised a lot, but I think especially PSG, last year we had a bit of luck. This year we defended well as a unit, we pressed as a team. We've seen it so often where we go in ones and twos, and that's where we've been played around. But I think last few games we've done it as a unit, we've pressed as a team. We pressed up high, you had Pogba and Martial, Van der Beek all pressing from the front. And we were nicking the ball back higher, and we know how good we are on the counter-attack. So when you nick the ball back higher, closer to their goal, of course you're going to get more goals from that. And I just think we look to threat every time we got the ball.
Okay, she's killing me, man.
Yeah, what's actually happening is, I'll tell you what's happening. KG's doing what he always does, where his mind just focuses on the comments. So he sees something that's tickling him. Xander is looking at KG and finding it hilarious that he's looking at the comment. Like it's just such a.
No. Nico B in the free seat said something nuts, but it made me laugh. It tickled me. But go on, you got a super chat, bro.
KG was struggling to breathe, man.
Michael,
we won 5-0. This is the team.
I can't believe we won that 5-0.
You see, when the balls came out in the Champions League, yeah, the balls were coming out, and then all the fan base started to get worried. They were like, "Oh, PSG, what's Project Mbappe gonna do? Oh, Leipzig, what are they gonna do? They did nothing, bruv. Don't get me mad.
We still got to play them again twice. I mean, once.
They don't want to see us again. What do you want us to go over there? We'll come in. We'll turn up.
Michael Richard says, "My son has 2 dads now, and Rashford's one of them." TV says Ollie out needs to give the manager credit twice in a row against Champions League finalists and semi-finalists. Big capitals, no tactics. And there's another super chat here. Off topic. Why does KG always have his hat on? Today was the day for Sir Rashford, to be honest. And there was one more super chat. Tellers has COVID, yeah, which we already discussed already. Guys, I want to talk about Anthony Martial a little bit. Because you know what? In a game where all the plaudits went to Rashford, it was brilliant. I get it. But you know what? What Martial done? I thought he took the pressure off the team when we needed it most. He got into the box. He's looking to link up with Pogba. Little one touches around the corners and making things happen. And we'll get on to talking about Pogba on a bigger point in a minute. But on Martial, he was good.
Oh man, Sophie, take it away, man.
You know what I like about Martial? You saw it with Pogba quite a lot. The little 1-2s he does. He's such an intelligent player. When we see that in and around the box, like his link-up play is sublime at times, Martial. And yeah, I thought he had a good game today. I really did. Obviously, he won that penalty as well. Took the penalty. I'm happy that he got the goal. And personally, in terms of Rashford giving him that, I think it's more of a team thing, like for the morale. If your number 9 isn't scoring goals, you feel it in the dressing room, and obviously you needed that boost. And I think it was just quality for the morale. And it shows that Ollie has got the balance right in the dressing room at the minute as well. But yeah, Martial's link-up play for me, I think, is superb. And when you got players like Pogba, Van der Beek, and around him, Bruno even, yeah, he just brings the best out in him, I think.
Xander, what did you say about Martial's performance?
KG needs to stop, man. Martial, he did well. At times, I thought he was frustrating. I was a bit like, "Oh, come on, Martial!" Like, yeah,
he was trying something though. That's what.
Yeah. And then, as you say, he started to get into it more, and he won the penalty. And a little 1-2 here at times. We always just make jokes. I'm like, we're the best team in the world, because sometimes we look like we're just knocking it about, and Martial's always at the centre of that as well. And listen, I think he's played well, but he's got levels. He's got his levels to him. There's more to give with him. So I want to support him. He done well, but you know, I know he's watching this. You got more in you, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's got levels to go up, and so yeah, there's definitely more to come from him. But he's done well so far. And if you're, as Sophie said, if your striker's not scoring, you always hear like the pundits and the ex-footballers say it. Sometimes you can get into a little bit of a rut. He's not scored this season apart from PSG in his own net. So he's not scored. So he was just lacking that little bit of confidence in times, and sometimes it's not coming off for you. So to get that goal today, which is why I loved it so much from Rashford, to get that goal will give him all the confidence in the world to go on against, I think, Everton's his next game back and come in and do well.
Chuck Kirk says Luke Shaw will never be appreciated. Pocketed Di Maria last week, pocketed Havertz, and pocketed Nkunku. Luke Shaw is a class left back, and his crossing today, I'm guessing, is saying must have been good.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic. But let's talk about Martial actually. Martial, yeah, he offers something different that a lot of players do not offer in our team. Now, Sophie's pointed on it. She spoke about his connection with Pogba. they just the 1-2s, the give and goes.
Nice, isn't it?
Was you not watching the football smiling at times?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
And then Donny van der Beek, again, another one that deserves a mention. In tight pockets of space, the guy he knows what to do with the ball. He's not gonna panic. You know, he's not one of those guys that play futsal or something that just think, you know what, get the ball to me anywhere. Tight, it don't matter. I'm gonna hold on to it and give it away. There was times when I saw like sequences of like 4 or 5 passes. Fred was always like oh my god.
Do you think? I don't actually think Van der Beek did that great today. I'll be honest with you. And I think when Bruno,
Bruno went a level up, but I thought he did his thing.
I'm not slagging him off. Go on, Sophie. Go on.
I think it was every time we got a ball, it was tidy. I just think for me, I'd like to see him influence the game a bit earlier on.
Yeah.
I don't say he's too high, but I don't know. I'd like to be a bit more involved. I think when he did have it, he looked after it. He looked tidy. He's always trying to pass forwards as well. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think I wanted him in the game a bit more.
Yeah. Go on.
Let's remember this. It was his first start for him.
I was going to say.
And there was so much. Not only that is
attention on him.
Ollie has wound him up, leave him out of the team, and he knows I had to come on and do a madness. Now there were times where it's like when we had Van Persie. I think in that first couple of games, we didn't really understand the runs that Van Persie was making or the intelligence that he had. Where Fergie actually had to sit down the team and say, "Listen, watch how this boy moves with the ball. You find him." Now, Donny van der Beek ran into certain positions where we don't, as a team, we've never played those kind of passes. We've never been that next level of intricacy. It's coming. They will start to build up. You're playing with intelligent players. Can you imagine on one pitch we had Pogba, Fred, Donny van der Beek, Martial? Are you lot insane?
Yeah, man. I want to make sure I wasn't flagging him off. I just think, and listen, I'm Dutch, right? Dutch parents. So if there's any nationality that I want to do well, it's always Dutch players, right? Because it's like your English players. You look, and you want them to do well. So I'm loving the fact that we've got Fosu Mendes there, but you've got a proper Dutchman in the team. So I'm always looking for him to do well. I just think I rate him so highly that I look at him and think, oh, he's got more to give. A little bit like Martial today. He played all right. He played well, and you can see, mate, his touch is brilliant. Like, it looks like, when Mata sometimes, like the first touch, he looks brilliant in that sense. And so I think he's got a lot more to give. I just think he could have done better today, but there's not me saying he did bad. I just think he did better.
I hear what you're saying. Guys, to finish off, just before you guys leave, Suanet says Ollie is learning fast and often watches the United stand for advice. Listen to KG and Xander, always positive vibes, even after we lose a game. And there's another super chat here. It says, great game. What's Mark's problem with Pogba? He gave Bruno an 8, but Pogba a 7. The agenda is real. And Rashford, possible Ballon d'Or winner, ? Says Edmund. We'll see. Oh, and Belly Visual says, great result tonight for Ollie at the wheel. But I must say Rashford should be an impact player off the bench. Rashford, aka Ollie super sub, a slightly better player than James, but nothing special. Wow. Big statement there. I don't agree with that. Xander and Sophie, let me ask you for your man of the matches before you go. Xander, go take it away.
Okay, it's no brainer. I was gonna think, oh, hello, Bruno when he came on or whatever, but the guy's got a hat trick. You've got to go with Marcus Rashford, don't you? The guy's got a hat trick. Changed the game completely. Although I think we were dominant regardless of him, but I think he just came on, scored your hat trick. You can't give it to him. You can't not give it to him with the fact that he's got a hat trick, right? So Marcus Rashford for me.
He found
mate. Oh, I've been putting up with that for a good couple of years, but not actually, just in the
Xander got mad energy. He found Maradona. Sophie, before you go, who's your man of the match?
I think it's good that there's so many you could choose from. Everyone played well, but I'm going to say Fred. Rashford got the hat trick, but I think Fred throughout the whole game was just
it was brilliant,
influential throughout. So yeah, Fred for me.
Cool, Xander, Sophie, thanks for coming on. We'll see you very, very soon. Big up yourself.
Good to see you.
Right.
Take care,
man.
There you go, KG. We got two other guests. I didn't tell you. We got 2 new guests today. Actually, I didn't even tell you. Yeah. We got 2 new guests. Before we bring them in, we got 18,000 people watching live, which is sick. Smash a like. I love the sound of it. I think as the time goes on, I think we should just, should load up some different kind of sounds.
We're gonna add more. When we have like 18,000, 18,000.
Quarantine. But yeah, if you are new to United Stand, smash a like on the video, hit subscribe if you are new. All about fan opinion after the game. This is where we come and chop it up, wherever your opinion is, whatever you want to say within reason, because if you talk nonsense or if you come at people or if you're rude, we don't have that kind of energy around here. But it's all about fan opinion. So making their debuts on United Stand, going to introduce man like Nige. What are you saying?
Yes. What are you telling me, guys?
I'm good.
Whoa. Oh, was that KG?
I'm on it.
Hold the phone. We need to do that intro again.
We had to clap for you, bro. We had to clap, bro. It was real.
Wait, that was the worst thing in life, brethren.
KG done some.
It was a round of applause, bro. Make it was too loud. Make it too loud still.
Nah, it was KG. It was KG's sound effects. It was KG's sound effects.
I had this one.
Oh my life.
Yeah, not that one. It's too loud. But big up yourself, Nige, big United supporter, obviously. And we've got Dominic in the cut as well. What are you saying, bro?
What is going on?
Shall I go landscape or keep it? Turn it around so you get my whole body and see.
There you go.
Yeah, man. You got my thermostat just right there, so you can see that. You don't want to.
Yeah. While Nige sorts out his thing there. Dominic, man, what are you saying? Like, what? Talk to me about the game, man. How are you feeling about that?
Boy,
I don't think you could have expected that.
Boy, I was singing Amazing Grace about Pastor Fred all night, man. Honestly, giving out leaflets. He was giving out leaflets. Here you go, my child. Have some bread and water. You know what I mean? Have some water. I was just like, honestly, on a real thing, like, we know Martial was leading the press big time. I want to talk football, okay? Martial, people keep saying all the time, yeah, he's bored. He's upset. He wouldn't smile on his birthday if he had a birthday cake. It's all these different things, right? But I've never seen Martial chase down, press down so much and actually want to win the game. KG said a point, yeah? And no one talk about his hat. I love that hat. We're going to get KG hat. Right, listen, right? Listen, we're gonna get that. Don't worry. But the amount of people that said, oh, yeah, it's not going to work. You know why? People are coming in and feeling a bit of pressure. Pogba was like he had 3 red balls. He's like, no, I'm not losing my spot. People are feeling the depth. They're really like that. They're basically their spots up for grabs, and I've never seen people playing for their contract. Man, these guys are on so much money; they don't need football really. Leighton Baines, I think he's a guitarist. He don't really care about football. He came out and said it. He don't care about football. But these people, right? Fact. They care and they want to impress. And Ollie, I've never seen Ollie celebrate. He was like a little school kid. He was like, "Yeah, baby." I was like, "There you." And I couldn't believe it.
He was happy. Nige, first of all, you got the first comparison. Man like a Marion in the cut, G's. You know what I mean? What I will say is, like, just put your camera up a little bit because it's cutting off your head.
Can't see it.
There you go. Listen, talk to me. I know you're a big advocate for Ollie, and this isn't about Ollie, and I don't like all of that, really, especially when we win like that. So talk to me about how you felt during the game and how we won like that, man.
Bro, I'll be honest, yeah. For me, I was nervous at the start, but I was negatively nervous, right? Because before the team sheet came out, I was there. I mean, I listened to Mark this morning talk about the 4-1-2-1-2. Yeah, that sounds like a music track, because I like 4-1-2-1-2. Sorry. Anyway, my mind's gone. But yeah, I was thinking, if he plays that formation, great. Will he have the trigger? I'm not going to swear. I'm going to try my best, but will he have the trigger berries to actually pull out that formation and dominate? And for me, when I see Matic line up, I thought, okay, here we go, because you know how I feel about Matic. And then I'm seeing Pogba in there, and I'm thinking, okay, this can run. And then I'm seeing Van der Beek, and I'm thinking, raw, he must be playing one CDM. And then I was assuming at the time Van der Beek would have gone right, but obviously he put Fred there. So for me, I looked at formation for, okay, I'm quite happy, because against PSG, for the last 20 minutes, as you saw, it banged. And I was thinking, that formation has switched up. We've never seen it before. He banged out PSG. He started against Leipzig, in my opinion, who are a team who are in better form than PSG, who, let's be honest, they press hard, they come hard. They tried it for 90 minutes until, well, I wouldn't even say 90 because obviously they got slapped up at the end, but they tried it for like 70 minutes. And for me, I'm looking at it thinking, raw, Ollie's actually stuck with the formation throughout the whole of the game. He's playing, let's be honest, when Bissaka touched the ball, I know everyone was seeing, you even hear the manager like screaming like, hey, go chasing that, hey, yeah? So you're looking at us thinking, panic, yeah? Bro, the defense held it down, even to the point where I was thinking Leipzig are going to get tired at some point. all this pressing, and it just so happened that the right players at the right time come together. Rashford come on, dominated, and for me, Fred. I know we're not doing man of the match right now, but Fred
Different level, man.
He was
on fire, bro.
I have to say, FPL Nelson, big up from the Instagram lives as well. We need to get him on here as well, actually. He says, big up to you all. Fred was quality today. Ollie got his spot on with his tactics today. Love the formation. The competition in the squad now is A-OK. KG, like, with what the lads have just said there, you got to echo that, really, innit? I mean, it's true. It was so positive from Ollie to go, do you know what? We finished strong against PSG with this diamond. We could do it. We could do that.
Yeah. First of all, in the free seats, they're calling you like hench James Harden still.
You know what, man? You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that, bro. I'll take that,
What's
man.
the step back?
That's you right now.
I'll take that, man.
Everyone looks like someone anyway. Anyway, let's focus right now. The team is amazing. That's where it is right now. You got so many players. Like, even let's look at Maguire. Maguire had a madness. You know, he had a mad summer. Surgical summer. It was a crazy one. Yeah, he went crazy. I don't know what he was doing out there, but
he's still out on bail, man. He's on bail still.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh goal. You know what I
Free
mean?
Maguire.
No. So anyway, Maguire had he started at a bad start to the season, and you could see that Ollie, once again, I keep telling people that PSG, he said, no, too quick for him. I'm not going to put him in. He brought him back in for the game against Chelsea. We were better than Chelsea. I just want everyone to know that. Chelsea spent all this money, and what did they do? They did not come to attack because they're afraid of us. Yeah? Now we say, okay, it's time now. We're going to put him in against the game against today, Leipzig. And once him and Lindelof, the one thing that they do offer is on the ball, they are very good. On the ball, moving forward, and you could see that this is a game, this is a team that wanted to press high, and something that probably people are missing is the fact that we've been trying to just hold the ball. You know, when we pass out wide, every game we play, we go out wide to either Lindelof or Maguire, and we build up our attacks from the back. We don't hoof it. We're not doing the Fellaini special, bruv. Us, man, like, we hold on to the ball, move it round, and we got so comfortable at it that even Leipzig, that play a high press, we could play out of it.
Mate, they weren't expecting it, KG, man. They weren't expecting it. You know, I always think about like how Fred was playing. Like, Fred's one of those people that he's just in you like a bumblebee. I can imagine I'll be after this call and Fred's at my front door saying, "What's up, man?" He's just everywhere. You know what I mean? He's one of those things. He's one of those players. He doesn't say a lot. He probably can't even speak good English. Bless him. But he don't need to. He's just there. He's hitting you. He's on you. He's thinking, that Nagelsmann, I don't even know how to say his name properly. That guy was like, oh yeah, all good. Angelino, like the Man City on loan, he was like, this teammate's serious. And you know what happened? When you egg someone on and you egg a team on, we always step up a game for the big games. For the big games, we come in and think, you know what? There's a lot of people watching.
I have to say this. Yeah, Nagelsmann needs to take that jacket off and fling that.
Straight.
You know what? Yeah, it was like, listen, big up to Nagelsmann. I couldn't believe he's pretty much the same age as me. Man is in
33.
Yes. When you actually deep it, bro, like he's levels. But it was just so funny because, like, Nige, like, he's got the jacket on. It's like he's like, everyone's talking about me, you know, like, man come with a big checker. Then
he thought he banged
bricks.
He thought he banged. They weren't banging.
Yeah.
They weren't banging.
Remember, it's, you know, when you're going for a job interview, because really and truly, a lot of men, and I added them today, a lot of men have, what is his name? Nagelsmann, yeah? As their Abbey. A lot of men have that, and they're Man United supporters, because that's the new guy that they want. You got to take it down, bro.
It got hard, man.
Because that manager put in a big spliff, you know. All these smoking managers, bro. Oh my God. Okay, I've stopped.
Hold on, Nige, before I come to you, let me just read these super chats out. Morris says, high press on toes. PE teacher, Ollie exposed the press. PE teacher, Pastor Fred to deliver sermon on Sunday. Morning, lads from Melbourne. Shantanu says, I agree with KG. Come on, guys, let's enjoy this insanely talented team. Let us be delusional. Let us get behind Ollie. We are going to send Party and Arteta back to Spain. Come on, United. Treble incoming. Rashford, Ballon. KG just has this effect where he just makes the people just start going mad. Nige, I want to talk to you about Paul Pogba because this is a guy that's always in the spotlight. We know this. We know this, and he's been dropped. And I still stand by my opinion, which was I think he needed some time out. I think we needed to rebuild. I think we needed to get a platform to play. He brings him in today in a diamond on the left-hand side of it, kind of in between attack and and defense, and he just looked all right, didn't he? He looked all right.
Bro, listen. For the longest, I want to say partner for the Wally per time, me I tell them, right? Pogba sitting in that favorite left mid position is golden, okay? And I've been waiting for a formation that's gonna bang, because I will be honest, I feel like all United fans at the moment, including myself, have been so hell bent on this 4-2-3-1 formation. We're thinking like we can't do anything else. I'm not even thinking about getting rid of Pogba now. I'm thinking, right, play this formation 24/7, 24/8 if it was allowed. Play this formation, because for me, I'm looking at Pogba going, right, you're in a position now where you can play your game. Defensively, people been saying he can't defend, bro. People been saying he can't defend.
He was helping out Luke Shaw a lot today.
I was thinking, okay, no, he can defend, but we're looking at the way he defends now. We're looking at saying, you know what, when it comes to one-on-ones and tight positions and areas, he can lock it off, because he's not having to look right over his shoulder. He's not having to look left and right. He's in a little box on the left-hand side. So it's like, okay, he can only go right and he ain't coming past me. So I can send him away or get rid of the ball. So Pogba's getting brownie points now. He's in that position. For me, Pogba plays every time, and I never thought I would say it, but I genuinely believe right now we can actually play Van de Beek, Pogba, and Bruno in that formation at the same time. Because like Mark said beforehand, Van de Beek can play right-sided midfielder. If you like it or not, that's based on his heat map. I had to go and check it as well. I had to go fact-check Mark, but he wasn't gassing. He can play right-side centre mid. And when I saw the formation today, I generally believe that if Fred wasn't there, Van de Beek would have played there and Bruno would have been in Van de Beek's position. Now, you imagine that with, Rashford's another level. I didn't think he could play striker, but today was mad. So you imagine that creativity on a break with them passes, So I'm telling you now, Fred's passing ain't the greatest, let's be honest. But to that one pass when he passed for the first time, to give Bruno the ball, for him to ping it straight through for Rashford, that Van de Beek gives you that 24/7, one touch. That is cutting man up. And bear in mind, because we're sitting so deep against attacking teams, you're now looking at them centre-backs thinking, you're nice. McTominay and Matic, static Matic is mopping up. I've never heard that in my life.
He doesn't need to move. He doesn't need to move. Anthony Tracy says Nagelsmann's down at TK Maxx looking for a refund.
That's so true, man.
Stuart says Drake is spitting facts. Six.
I said Drake,
Drake, you know.
Now I'll give another light-skinned candidate, bro. You can't just give me like that, bro.
It's my job title, bro. I'm sorry.
Yathir said the only way Ollie has managed the Pogba situation, the Greenwood situation, the Maguire situation isn't talked about enough. Dominic, do you agree with that? Do you think that Ollie has kind of got a level of control or a hold over these players, or do you still see, or do you see it as something different?
Flex, I've always told you, Ollie's a good manager. He's not even a good manager. He's a great manager. 100% Maguire was fine. That guy's played every single match he can. And he took him out because he knew that he would get absolutely whipped up by Mbappe. Mbappe making milkshake around him. It's ridiculous. So he took him out and thought, okay, let's just relax for a bit. Greenwood's obviously done something wrong. I don't know what he's done, but 100% something's happening and they're trying to keep it out of the media. Ollie's one of those people, he lies. And I grew up, 100%. I grew up, right? And my mum and dad said, never lie to me, okay? Or I'll whoop you. And I was like, yeah, fair play, all right, cool. Ollie lies. When he said, oh no, Greenwood's fine, Brandon Williams said lies. He just loves to lie. And you know what? It's a good thing about this. It's because he's trying to create something that no other team's done before. Mourinho, all those freaking David Moyes. I don't want to talk David Moyes. Ridiculous. No, he's trying to manage this team in a different way that's ever been managed before. Let me give you an example with Man City, right? You've got Bernardo Silva on the bench. You've got Sané on the bench before that. You've got these players that are dying to play, right? This is the first time ever we've ever got depth. Like, when have we ever been able to have Pogba, Van der Beek, Cavani? We had Andreas Pereira. I still believe he ain't Brazilian. Like, I don't know if he's Portuguese, maybe French. I don't know where he's from. Russia.
Turkish still.
Stop me. Right?
Not the country's from. He's from Macclesfield.
Honestly, that guy is not Brazilian. But what Ollie's done, he's brought in players. It might not be the players that we want. We know that, right? But what he's doing, he's making people hungry again. People got too relaxed. People are like, my place is here. I'm not going to get off the bench. I'm going to play every week. Pogba was playing football and stuff in his house. He didn't really care. Now people are like, you know what? I've got to play for my badge, and I freaking love it, man. My wife, honestly, every time I lose, my wife don't talk to me. Like, I don't talk to her because she knows. She knows. I'm shouting. I'm freaking. I'm about to cook a cocktail. I don't know what's going on. I'm done. I'm done. Boys.
Warren G Regulate says, man like Nagelsmann has been regulated by Ollie today. Need to hear KG sing and big up boys from Melbourne.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, don't be out here trying to start some place.
Sorry, mate.
Are we damaged? Are we damaged?
No.
Can I ask a serious question?
Go on.
Genuine serious question, because you know what we've been banging on about.
Your hench Craig David, fam. And you know,
listen. That's another conversation.
Yeah.
Let's get back to PS. I'm saying PSG, but I'll lose my words. Let's get back to this. Listen. Big question to all three of us, and obviously those that in the comments. Yeah. Obviously, we've been banging on about squad depth, yeah. And KG, I'm not going to throw you under the bus by but I'm going to bring you back quickly.
Don't worry,
he can hold a bus, man. Look at him.
Yeah, well, Ross, man. So, obviously, you know when you were saying Fred out, I was one person that backed you. And the only reason I'm saying I understood what you were saying is because of that formation we were playing, we could actually make do with getting rid of him. Now I'm looking at this formation tonight. Yeah, I'm now looking at it thinking we actually don't need a right winger now. Are we really talking about Sancho if we play this formation? And I know, don't get me wrong, Sancho can play cam, he can play left wing, blah blah blah. And we may need that formation. Do not get me wrong. But based on tonight's performance and the back end of PSG, I'm now looking at it thinking, well, Matic and Fred is enough in that CDM if you're playing one CDM. And then your midfielders, ultimately, Pogba, Bruno, and Van de Beek could play depending on who you're playing against. Wow. And ultimately, you've got that pace and connection behind. So now we're looking at squad depth.
Now you're saying we don't need Sancho. Big shout.
I didn't say we don't need him. You're taking it out of context, bro. You're taking the context. Thank you. But now I'm looking at it thinking, if we play this formation, because obviously we don't know what our best formation is. Let's be honest, yeah? If this is our standard formation going on for the next 2 years or however long Ollie's got left, yeah? I am now 100% certain that we aren't looking really for many wingers. Because Greenwood, if we're playing this formation, because what wingers are you playing in this formation? Let's be honest. Keep that in mind. That in mind.
So let's see what they say. Free C's, what are you saying? Do we need Sancho? Yes or no? We'll know. You lot just see it flowing.
No, yes, we do need it. We do need it. That's the right question. Do we need Sancho if this is our permanent formation?
But you know what the problem is, though, right? We need to make sure that we've got options and different ways to play. That's why we need a winger. Like, if we can't play like this every single time against every single team. Correct. Sometimes we'll have teams that want to play more insular. We need to have width. So we need to get a Dan James upgrade. I don't like all the heat on Dan James. Look, it's not his fault that he got bought for 15 million. He's gone through a tough time. He's not a fantastic footballer. His skill is running on and use his pace and helping the team out. That's who he is. It's not his fault he got bought for 50 million. Leave him alone, all right? Let him just get around the team. Hopefully he can get better. And then just let him have a nice Christmas. Let him get a Christmas cracker and some presents. Just relax. It's all good. Let's concentrate on the team that we're trying to build, and hopefully he gets better along the way. But for what we need to do, we need to make sure...
There's quite a few no's in the comments, I have to say.
Oh, really?
There's quite a few no's.
So I think they're basing it based on my context of the question. Because obviously, I did say part of that question was, if that was our main formation. Now, obviously, I do agree that we do need a right winger. I love right wingers, and I want Sancho because I know he can play cam, and he can actually play that creativity-wise. Because his pace ain't the greatest. Let's be honest. People think he's quick. He's quick with the ball, and he's quick with his feet. But he's actually a creative player. He's more creative than he is a sniper. Yeah, he ain't Greenwood. And so I'm looking at it thinking, yes, if we do, yes, we need Sancho. But if we were to revert back to this positive formation we've been playing, Sancho could still play in that, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, if this is our formation, does our squad depth now look as bad? Are you now looking at the squad saying, we still need a CDM? Because I was begging for a CDM, you know? I wasn't Matic's biggest fan. But now I'm looking at this formation thinking, do we need a CDM? We definitely need a right wing if we're going to play 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-2-3.
I don't think Ollie will play it all the time. I think that. No. I mean, seeing it like that. Look, you know what we're like as fans. When we see something that works, it's like but that can work all the time. Run that. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
We kind of want to be able to see it work all the time. But I think if we're being honest with how Ollie is as a manager and how he's been approaching certain games, I think that's another formation now that he can tick off and say,
that's it. Yeah,
put that in the locker if I need it. You know what I mean? But the last kind of 10 minutes here, guys, I want to move.
Can we just say, comment section, make sure, show these men some love, because this debut is looking like Wayne Rooney. You see when he came to play the first game in the Champions League, bro? No.
Come on, bro. Come on.
You lot came to play today, bro.
Appreciate it.
This is it, 100%. The energy's nice. Everyone feeling the love in the comments. That's what it's about. Arsenal now,
oh,
yeah?
Jesus,
if we're shifting the conversation, yeah?
Who?
Oh,
hey, listen, this is live YouTube now, bro. This is where things get clipped, and you know what I mean.
Okay.
And then we get hiding, and then they're saying this is who now. But I think we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Are we playing this same formation as tonight? Arteta's gonna go probably back to a back five, I reckon. Do you think Ollie will go to that? Do we go back to a 4-2-3-1? Like, what's the crack? Do we just play this again? Play the same team again? Apart from Van der Beek and Martial, because
yeah, for me, I'm it's the same formation. If we look at it, Arsenal play the same formation as Leipzig. They play the 3 and they do it. It makes sense. And this is the thing, right? When you got a system, it doesn't matter really who you play. If they're playing for their space, doesn't matter if you haven't got Martial. You've got someone who can come in and fill that gap. You can have Mason and Rashford up top. That's no problem.
Cavani, maybe?
And Cavani, exactly. I think we should play the same system, but it doesn't need to be the same players. That's no problem. Because if we start with McTominay and Fred and Pogba, that's fine. But if we put Matic, that's fine. All it is about the attitude. The one thing that's a problem about this game, right, is a banana skin, all right? One of those things we do, we get up for the big champ, we hear the music, we're like, yeah, give me some drums, give me some auto, yeah, you love it. You hear that music, you're feeling it, right? When you go to Arsenal with no fans, and you remember all the other games and you're thinking, okay, this is not the big stage. We haven't got millions and millions of people watching us. The level drops ever so slightly. And if they get a first-minute goal, heads go down and everybody's thinking, how have we whooped this team but we can't beat Arsenal? They need to start with that high press. And unfortunately, Martial's not going to be starting, who led that press. If you watch that game back again, Martial was leading that press. And Donny Van de Beek were like, flip, I've got to catch up with him. So we need someone to lead that press. I don't know if Rashford can do it. I don't think Mason can do it. Bless him, little boy. He can't do it yet. So that's my only problem. So it's going to be a completely different game.
Yeah.
Idea, what are you saying? Are you saying play the same thing?
Where's KG?
Now, I said special mention to Mason, because usually he leaves Aaron Wan-Bissaka to do the business. He was getting back today. Like,
he was.
Marked in.
I agree with all of that. And I think, like, again, just a second D out there, man. Like, for me, you bang the same formation because you've used it twice against big teams. I'm going to say bigger teams who are on bigger form than Arsenal right now. Every team's bigger than Arsenal. I don't care who you are. Come at me. But yeah, listen, I'm telling you right now, yeah, this formation will slap the. Listen, also get slapped with a wet salmon if you use this formation. I'm telling you now, even Rashford, because I look at Fred, yeah, Fred non-stop for 90 minutes. Yeah, even for that goal when when we managed to play the ball through to Rashford, to Martial, I think we won the penalty. I believe that was Fred who made that tackle. Now he's in the camp. He's in the camp position making that happen. Yeah. So imagine that, and all you're looking at then is Greenwood or even Rashford to come through and finish it. No stress, no drama. And can we mention before we go Cavani's finish? Although it was offside, that was a very difficult finish. Yeah. And people would have been gassed. I've been so happy with his movement because I'm not his biggest fan. I wasn't his biggest fan, and I will be honest, I still would have preferred to see Sancho there. But we have to support the team. If you're not supporting the team and the players that we're getting, you're not United fan. I'm sorry, but you've got to be supporting them no matter how it makes you feel now. Yeah. So let's get. Obviously, we're there backing Cavani. He put a shift, and he got put in the shadows because everyone was banging, whether he came on or not. Everyone was absolutely performing massively. But if Cavani plays, I'm guaranteeing you now, his movement with that formation, because he's in close proximity with the team, his teammates and stuff, he's not on his own. He's going to get more space. Van der Beek's going to play on one little knocks in. Listen, just a second, we're done. Play the same formation.
Okay.
Bruno.
KG, what are you saying? KG, you saying go with the same with that?
Same thing, but we're gonna bring Bruno back in. We're gonna take Donny out, Bruno back in. We're gonna take
No.
I don't want Matic. I don't want Matic in. I'm sorry. I don't want Matic in. I'd probably.
Why not?
Oh man.
Matic is KG, man. Matic is passing.
Nah.
Yeah, man. The passing is better.
Because I feel like they'll be quicker in the midfield. You're gonna what? They're gonna start Party. Who they got in the midfield?
I reckon they'll go to a back five and play Party and Xhaka and keep it tight.
Yeah. Xhaka always scores.
Hey, if it's Party and you know what? It's just I just wanted to see Bruno back in the team because I think Bruno's gonna do a madness. You look, we ain't really seen like a virtuoso performance from Bruno, and it's coming. Please believe that this guy is saying to himself, and we saw bits of it today. Even that ball, we haven't even spoken about it. That quick ball that he plays to
Rashford? Yeah.
It's naughty. He's in his half, and he says, "Yo, have that." I'm assisted. I can do assists, and what he's saying to himself now is this challenge of Donny van der Beek. He's probably never sat on the bench for that long before in his life. 60 minutes. So he's saying to himself right now, I need to make sure I put him down the pecking order because I'm trying to be captain here. And I think, you know what, let him play. He'll get 2-3 assists. Then bring on Donny. 60th minute, he'll do his thing and enjoy himself.
And KG, did you see as well, like KG, that the difference in playing style between Bruno and Donny is massive. Yeah. When Donny was doing that, he's all about ball retention. You see that little slight pass he did, but he fell over, but he got it in. He's about making sure that they're completing the pass. That's the Ajax way. They're like pass, move. Bruno came on and lost 2 passes straight away. That's how he plays, and people can't get really angry at him because he does passes like that. That's too different.
But this is why you got to start both.
I know what you man are having.
This is why you got to start on both, boys. That's what I'm trying to say. By that formation, by all means, you can have Matic or Fred. It's pretty much proven. Leipzig is a quality team, so you can have Matic or Fred and CDM in that one. You can then play Donny van der Beek on that right. So I'm telling you now, in the Premier League especially, we're at home. We haven't had a Premier League home win. You need someone who's going to be so sick on the ball under pressure, who can still move it forward in that hole, I'm telling you now, Donny's the one. Because he gets one pass into Bruno, it's game over. So this is where I'm saying you play Pogba, Van der Beek and Bruno at the same time. If he does that with this formation, listen, I'll be assistant manager. I don't care.
Suanet says, as long as we have Mustafi on our side, we will slap Arsenal. And FPL Nelson says, be fair on Van der Beek, though. Van der Beek isn't a 10. Bruno is. I mean, some people think Van der Beek is a 10. I just think he's an attacking midfielder. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. He can play in a 10. He can play in an 8. I just think he can play just anywhere across the midfield. Guys, to finish off, there's still just over 14,500 people watching, which is dope. It's been sick having you guys on. Dom, who was your man of the match? Is it Rashford? Is there any point of even asking? Or
you know what? That is hard, man, because you would think hat-trick, the way he dismantled it, came on and just left a little calling card. Rashford left his business card on the pitch and went, call me. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. You shouldn't be doing that, but I'm going to be different. I'm going to go against the grain, man. I'm going to swim across the flicking pond and tell you that Pastor Fred, without him, without his tenacity, he's biting on your leg, nomping on you, we would never been able to play. We need to have the position and the table to eat at. We need to have that play. So without Fred, it's never would have happened. So my man Fred, I love you, bro.
Nigel?
Bro, it's literally it's Fred. I'll be honest. Rashford. Listen, Rashford. I'm gonna. This way, I'm backing KG. I was probably one of Fred's biggest, not haters, but dislikers, if that's a word. If I can squeeze that in there, that's not even in the dictionary. Don't check it up. Don't look at it. It's not important. But I wasn't Fred's biggest. And for me today, as I said, even Rashford got his hat-trick not because there were solo efforts, but because I like to say whoever plants the seed needs the most credit. Fred planted the seed.
Oh, bars.
Preach. Bars. No. I got my own sound effects, bro. Don't watch.
Put some water in that.
So
man.
for me, Fred planted the seed with the tackles.
That's it.
The goal that took all the pressure off everyone. He actually played when Rashford was just about onside, on the halfway line. If you think about it, normally he's holding that ball up in pressure, playing it backwards. He played it first time to Bruno, who had the intelligence to play it first time just so Rashford's onside. We needed that goal. So
Bro,
for me, Fred,
I'm
man
turning
of the
this
match.
thermostat up, man. The heat's ridiculous in here. It is ridiculous in here, man. How do I turn this thing up? It's ridiculous, man. The thoughts is just. I
Bro,
don't know
I
what's
thought
happening.
that was one of them old school light switches, bro. You know them in Jamaica.
Hey, man.
Jamaica.
Hey.
You know
Sorry,
the ones when you had the door with just the bees and
Man, I want you to bring it in
sorry.
there, man. Look, you got the sound effects, KG. I want the heat. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn it up one dial.
I love that.
G-Man says bring this panel back. People just having fun in the comments as well. Mamadou Sanu says love the energy. That's what it's all about, energy and bringing vibes and you know what I'm saying, bringing smiles to people's faces and that's what it's all about. KG, who's your man of the match? Is it Pastor Fred or is it Sir Marcus Rashford?
Told you, I've become a deacon, fam. I've gone to church, fam. I'm tambourine. Fred's my man of the match, bro.
Jesus.
Fred, I thought some more would say Rashford, but Fred.
I said a madness about Fred. But again, as I said, I was backsliding. I'm back at church and I'm praying, fam. I'm praying.
Nah, you know what, KJ? I don't think you should backslide, bro. I don't think you should backslide. I don't think you should. I don't think you should backslide because you got to think, Fred was playing in that formation. We could deserve to get rid of Fred in that formation. This formation completely different. You play differently. So
he's better than
better as well, yeah.
The killer is, I didn't know, and I'm being honest right now.
Yeah, you didn't know he's actually a baller and can play ball.
So Fred played this good. Literally,
yeah.
So many different challenges, and I'm just looking like, wow, Fred, the way you're moving right now, like you're undroppable, bro.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
Fact,
bro. And like, I think a lot of things will happen with him at the basis of our team, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Guys, we've come to the end of the show, man. Big up Dominic and Nige for coming on. You guys enjoyed it?
Well,
of course, man.
Love it, man.
Of course, man.
Love it,
appreciate
man.
you having me, guys.
Yeah,
big up all the followers, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food now, man. I'm hungry.
Wow. I'm gonna watch the highlights again, but I don't know you about bed.
Yeah, are you mad? Straight
to BT Sports YouTube, watch the highlights. Yeah,
Everything.
Guys, now thanks for coming on. It's all good energy. The comments have loved it. The viewers at home have loved it, and we'll definitely get you guys back on. We'll get you back on for Arsenal. Big game. We could all be laughing to the cows come home. Hopefully, we got a lot of confidence. My man of the match. Do you know what? I'll just join in with the gang. I'll say,
come on.
You know what? Technically, look, Rashford come off the bench and got a hat-trick, guys, and he was chief provider. He gave Martial a penalty, got his confidence up, and then got the hat-trick. Like he took the ultimate piss.
But that shows how good Fred played, though, man.
100%. 100%. So I think you're right. When you plant the seed, I hear what you're saying there, Nige. That's a sick point. So it's Fred, but really, you can't take my man. He took the ball. He's taking the ball home yard.
You know what though? I wouldn't be surprised if Rashford give Fred the ball though. I'm honest.
Let's end like that. That's it.
Yeah, guys, smash a like on the video if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. We will see you against Arsenal. Take care. Peace.
Big ups, man. Come on, team.